Aha, I got a good connection this time. Mahalo, my dude. I'm going over all the recent pickups. You want to say what's up, baby mama?
Baby mama?
I'm sorry. I'm about to go over all the pickups.
Hey guys.
Yeah, no one's on yet. Let's see. That sweater's warm. I can tell. Sweater weather. Waiting for people to come on. Cause I don't want to get to all these slabs and this short box of comics to my right before anyone gets in. What's up, Skylang? How you doing? What's up, Fake Prism Man? We're talking comics, recent pickups. I try to do these weekly where I go live and talk about different books I picked up. What's up, Caitlin? What's up, baseball? Scorpio. We're talking comic books I picked up this week. Let some people get in here. Just show off a few that I got right next to me here. What's up, Carrie? How you doing? We're talking comics and pickups from this week. Just different things I found hunting in the wild, auctions, things like that. What's up? What's up, Jay? How you doing? Ooh, these are some good ones that I haven't talked about yet. Shoot. What's up? If you leave a like, I'd appreciate it. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's a cool book. We'll talk about these later. All these kind of have somewhat some significance to them. What's up, Albert? What's up, Bonbon Chocolate? I like bonbons. Can you tell? What's up, Playboy? How you doing? Let's see here. I'm just getting out a stack of comics here that I picked up this week that I'm going to talk about and go over. Let's see. Like this one. That's a pretty good one. How you doing, Playboy? So, yeah. I guess we can go ahead and get into it. We got some people in here. If you can leave a like, I'd appreciate it. What's up, Chasing November? Guys, this has been a great... What's up, Nick's Click? Welcome in. What's up, Brax? Hey, thanks for the follow, Playboy. Appreciate it. I'm going to go over all these awesome pickups. Most of these I picked up in the last week. Just hunting, doing auctions, things like that. I got some slabs here that I picked up. Some of which were free. I'll talk about here in a second. What was that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Hey, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. I guess, most of these I picked up. So I subscribed to several different... hey, what's up, Chasey? A lot is good right now. Life is good. I subscribe to a lot of different mystery comic book boxes, and I also find myself on the Whatnot app a lot, and I'll do different eBay auctions, things like that. Just different books that I'm looking to pick up, and this week did not disappoint. I picked up some bangers for cheap, and I'm excited about it. So I guess we'll start off light, and then get into the really good stuff toward the end. This one I picked up, I got for $1. Mark Millar, John Romita Jr. I mean, it's not an expensive book, but I got it. What's up? It's Treast. Welcome in. For $1, I thought it'd be a good pickup. This one I also picked up for $1. Astonishing Tales issue number 2. And what's cool about this one, this is a nice mid-grade copy, but it has my favorite villain of all time right on the cover. Not only that, it has its own story because it's Astonishing Tales featuring Kazar and Dr. Doom. Issue number 2 is my jam right here. 15-cent Bronze Age goodness. What's up, Playboy? What's your question? I might answer it. Depends on what it is. This is, what's up, Austin? Welcome in. This is a cool book I picked up. I got it for like $2 or $3, and it's like a super duper minor key, like crazy. It doesn't have too much notoriety, but when you can pick it up cheap, you might as well pick it up. This is Action Comics number 689. What's cool about this book is that this is the first appearance of Superman in the black suit. Not as cool as the Superman or the Spider-Man in the black suit. Not as cool as Let's see. Not as cool as this bad boy, but still pretty cool. But yeah, pick this up for a couple bucks at auction. Action Comics 689, first appearance of Black Suit. Will anything come of it? Probably not, but it'll still be cool to have in the collection. This one, this is number 1, Superman Secret Files. I mean, it's a $10 book all day long, but it got in my mystery box. I subscribe to Box Heroes, and this was like the big book that I got in the box. So, well, I also got this Scotty Young variant Toxin number 1, but still, I'm not a huge Scotty Young fan, but happy to get it. Couple sweet books to pick up, all of which I got this week. This one's cool. If I got any J. Scott Campbell fans in the house, this is J. Scott Campbell's variant cover to Civil War II issue number 1. It's a $20 book. I mean, anything J. Scott Campbell is, I'm all about it. He's one of my favorites. Oh, no, sorry, I have all these books in Mylar, and the reflection's like crazy. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. This cover is totally dope. I like it a lot. J. Scott Campbell's amazing. This was cool to get in. This is a recent book, and be on the lookout because I have a couple TikToks I'm going to be uploading that are just. I'm going to go over my top 3 Marvel books that I'm going to pick up or read this week, top 3 DC, and top 3 independent books that I'm going to be reading this week. This is the first appearance of Truth. This is a recent book, but still pretty cool to add. This is Deathstroke Inc., issue number 1. It was in one of those mystery boxes I picked up. And guys, even today, I got some pretty good books at auction that I'll have to show you next week when we go live. I couldn't believe some of the stuff got, like early Silver Age Daredevil, like sub 50 Daredevils. So it'll be pretty cool to add to the run. And that's pretty cool. You can see everything in the reflection of my glasses. That's awesome. But happy to get this. This book, I could not believe the price. What's up, Dave? Welcome in. I think I got this for like $5 on a Whatnot auction. This is The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 63, that iconic Vulture cover. I'm really happy to add this to the collection. It's low grade. It's probably a 2.5. It's a black cover, and black covers are hard to get high grades on because the ink just rubs off so easy. You can see along the spine there. Happy to add this, though, for any time you can get an Amazing Spider-Man, especially Silver Age, for that cheap. You just got to pick it up. What's up, Lizard King? Welcome in. This is a cool book. Pick this up for $1 as well. This is the first appearance of the Justice League Unlimited. Really happy for that. Make sure you stick around because at the end we're going to be going over all the slabs that I got this. Well, it's been a couple weeks. I've been letting them grow a little bit, but pick this up for $1 or $2. It's first appearance of Justice League Unlimited, and all these Batman Beyond books right now are just skyrocketing. A lot of spec on these books, so that's pretty cool. Somewhere with a Million. Yeah, I got some pretty valuable books. I mean, I got a couple just sitting right here that are not super valuable, but still pretty cool. Hulk 182, it's part of the Wolverine trilogy. First Council of Kang, Wolverine 1, Daredevil 4, early Daredevil, which I'm excited because you're going to start collecting. That's awesome, man. I tell you what, I think my wife can attest to this. Like, comic books are like my second love besides my family. You totally should, man. And if you have any questions about collecting or getting started, feel free to ask them. I'd be happy to help. But like I said, today I picked up a ton of early, like sub 50 Daredevil Silver Age books. So I'm thinking I might try to work on an early Daredevil run. I think that would be pretty sweet. And then that Symbiote Secret Wars 8. These are just, I only have a short box here next to me. I got a couple long boxes in the garage that I didn't really pull out. But there's several here. What's up? They're hanging up in Marin's room. You hung them up there.
I've never put headphones in there.
Yeah, you hung them up there.
Where?
On the wall. They're there. I'm telling you, I saw them today.
Must have been Addison.
It might have been. A couple also. Hey, thanks for the follow, Harry Potter. Harry Potter just followed. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. I love Harry. What's up, Bad News Matthews? Alpha Flight 1, that's a cool book. This is a book that I bought for $1 at Comic-Con, and I showed it off earlier, but this book has since skyrocketed since I picked it up. I mean, it's a low-grade copy, but it's the first cover appearance of Throg. I'm a fan, cosplayer, and collector. Dude, cosplaying's cool, man. It's not for me, but, you know, I respect the art form. It's pretty cool. There's an early silver Submariner 7. This was a cool book I picked up this week. Any Peter Porker fans? Spider-Ham? I picked this up for $15. This is the first appearance of Peter Porker, Spider-Ham, and Hulk Bunny. All that fun stuff. In Marvel Tales issue number 1. Bookcase is full. I'm a nerd. That's cool. What's on your bookcase? Like just different, like comics or pop culture stuff. What do you like to collect? But yeah, this was pretty cool to pick up. I was happy to get this for $15. I mean, this is, probably $30 book all day long, especially in mid-grade like it is. This one's cool. This is a book that's heating up right now as well. It's not number 1, but it's Batman from the New 52, issue number 2. Noble Collection stuff, that's cool. This is first appearance of Talon and the Court of Owls. It's pretty cool pickup. I got this for like $2 at auction. I was pumped, guys. I'm telling you, you know, when I first started collecting, I feel like it was easier to find keys than it is now, but they are still out there. You just got to look in the right places. Like I was lucky to pick this up for a couple bucks, you know, and that was on the Whatnot app. I got that from just a seller who was on there, so that was pretty cool. Oh, there's another book heating up. Recent sale on this is like $25. This is Peter and Mary Jane's Wedding in Amazing Spider-Man Annual. What is it? 11? Oh, 21. Excuse me. Really, really cool to pick this up. Noble Collections, that does sound awesome. Yeah, I talked about this last week. I got another copy of this, Wolverine issue number 8. Always cool to add another one of these to the collection. Man Thing, this is the first appearance of Fool Killer. Attack of the Mutant Goosebumps comic books. Nice. R.L. Stine, what a legend. I like the Goosebumps stuff. A Batman 497. This is a book you can find all over the place. This is the Break Into the Bat. Really cool book. Happy to add another one to my collection. Thor 150, first Gila. The Inhumans, it's pretty cool. It's a cool book. Silver Age Thor. Gotta love it. This book's cool. I don't know. I don't think I've talked about this on here. I picked it up a couple weeks ago. I think I got it from Torpedo Comics. This is Captain America, issue number 115. That's a key, babe. Beast mode. That's a key, babe, in beast mode. Oh, thanks, babe. I know. It took me a second. That's a key, babe. Yeah, in beast mode, the breaking of the bat. And honestly, I always find this for $5 to $10, but still iconic cover. This is the last Silver Age, the last 12-cent Captain America here. Just wish they hadn't just tossed them around the house. Dude, I hear you. I hear you there. Condition is everything. Let's just say, for instance, like a 0.5 Hulk 181 will go for $1,000, where a 9.8 will go for like $70,000. You know, it's crazy. That being said, not a lot of 9.8s out there, so that's why it's more valuable. But even from there, from a 9.6, it drops down to like 20 or something like that. It's crazy. I had so many Lego ones. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, this is the last 12-cent cover for Captain America. And it's a sweet cover, too. You got Red Skull holding Captain America in the box there. Now begins the nightmare. Pretty cool. Spider-Man 15. Classic Beast cover there. I think I talked about that. I don't know if I talked about these or... I don't think I did, as a matter of fact. Hold up. Yeah, I don't think I did. Oh, these are some good books, guys. I'm pumped. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything that I haven't already talked about. That one. There's an early Thor. Ooh, haven't talked about that one either. At least I don't think. I don't know. How you buy your Tesla. A comic book? Pretty much, dude. Dude, I have made some good money selling comic books in the past. I've owned a Hulk 181 that I sold. I wish I wouldn't have, though. That's the thing. You always kick yourself for selling good books. I had some good Golden Age Superman and early tech, like sub 100 Detective Comics that I've sold off. But I mean, you know, it's just when you need the money, you sell. Or at least I do. Okay, yeah. All these I haven't talked. Oh, yeah. Shoot. There's a lot of books I haven't talked about. Holy crap. I thought I talked about more than I already have. Hold on 1 second. Let me put these back in here so I don't get lost here. How'd you pay for your Tesla? It's a comic book. That being said, I'm on the road to buy a Tesla, so everything you see is for sale. I'm just kidding. Hellboy and the BPRD, issue number 1, 1953, I should say. Pretty cool book. This is the Spider-Man Stanley won't appear in. Heck yeah, man. I know. It sucks. But, I mean, all greats must come to an end to make way for new greats. Yes? Weird War, issue number 45. I love Weird War books. These are my jam. I love like war era, like spooky horror books. My absolute favorite. Let's see. Here's some keys for you guys. This is Spawn, issue number 9. This is a book that's rising in value right now, like crazy. First appearance of Angela. I wish it was the newsstand, because the newsstand goes for like triple the money. But I mean, it's a direct copy, but I'm still happy to add it to the collection. I paid $10 for this thing, guys. It's amazing. This is the first appearance of Hope Fim. This is, A-Next issue number 10. I got that on a Facebook auction, I think. Oh, here's a big spec book right now. Deathlock the Demolisher. This is his second appearance of Deathlock. The first appearance is in Astonishing Tales, issue 25. But still, even the second appearance, like, people, like, this isn't the way it used to be like 10 years ago when I was collecting comics. It wasn't like everyone always tried to get first appearances, and like no one cared about second appearances, third appearance. But now it's like the second, or a lot of the first appearances have become so valuable that like even like people are like, okay, I'm never going to get the first appearance, so let's go for the second appearance. And this is an example of that. This is the second appearance of Deathlock. Picked it up for $10. It still has the Marvel value stamp. If you didn't know, in the 70s, they had what they call the Marvel value stamps that they put in a lot of their books, which you could cut out and send in for different things. And a lot of people would cut them out, but this one still has the Marvel value stamp inside, so that's pretty cool. And not only that, I got the third appearance of Deathlock as well. And in here, there's a Man-Thing Marvel value stamps, which is pretty cool. This is, this second appearance, 5 years ago would have been $1, but now it's $60 all day long for that book. And this one, $10, $15 in its current condition. If it was a 9.8, it'd be a lot more. Another book that a lot of people are specking on. This is the second appearance of Iron Fist in Marvel Premiere issue number 16. Iron Fist's first appearance was in Marvel Premiere issue number 15, obviously. And this has the Marvel stamp as well, the Vision Marvel stamp. And really happy to add this to collection. There's a lot of spine ticks on it, but even in its current condition, it's a $40 book all day long. I think I paid like $5 for it. That is pretty cool. This is my jam right here. Captain Marvel issue 33. Look at that Thanos cover. Hey, you too, Justin. I hope you have a blessed month as well, my friend. This has the origin of Thanos. It's a $30 book, but in its condition, I mean, in a mid-grade, I would put this probably close to a 7.0, honestly. And this iconic cover, a lot of people strive for. I paid $30 for it. Just how cool is that cover? What do you think of that cover? Thanos holding Captain Marvel by the head, getting ready to punch him. He says, "Now I strike, and now you die." How cool is that? Actually, now I wonder, who wrote this? Spider-Man? You want to see some Spider-Man? I got a few Spidey books here, I think. Let's see here. Jim Starlin's on the plot, pencils and pigments. Steve Englehart's on the words. Klaus Johnson on inks. Man, Roy Thomas editor was at the time. It's a cool book. Sweet stuff, man. This is stuff that gets me excited. And like I said, I'm just going through a few books tonight. Just recent pickups. Here's a cool book that people are specking on. First appearance of Medusa, Marvel Superheroes, issue number 15. Guest starring Black Bolt. It has a bunch of Golden Age reprints in it. The only bad part about this, there's a reason I got this so cheap, is because it's missing the back cover. But in a Mylar, it'll still present nice. So I picked it up. I mean, even missing the back cover and complete, still a $20 book. You should display them in cases on that wall behind you. I actually, in my garage, the reason I'm not outside is because my neighbors are outside right now having a bonfire and they're all loud and I didn't want to interrupt them. But I have an area outside that I have bookcases with displays, and I have a brick wall behind, and I mean, we're going to get to these a little bit later. These are all different graded comic books that I've picked up in the last couple weeks. Go raid for some more. All right, I'll be right back. I can get some more. Dude, you'd be surprised. Dude, okay. I was at a baseball game last week, and you know how they zoom in on the Jumbotron? There was a guy who had a shirt, and like, I want to get this made, but I don't think my wife would let me wear it. It says, "I heard what you do for a Klondike bar. Call me." I was like, that is genius. I don't know if he made it himself or what, but it was hilarious. Bring a water gun and be like, "Jimmy Schmore." I like the way you think, Harry Potter. That's a good idea. Continuing on the Marvel Superheroes train, this is Marvel Superheroes issue number 37, the Hulk and Submariner. Just kind of a classic cover there. You got Submariner and Iron Man fighting on the cover. Just so cool. Marvel Superheroes 31, Daredevil and Iron Man. This is square-bound book, which if you didn't know, let me show you the difference. So most comic books are rounded. Oh, I can get that made. Heck yeah. Dude, effing guy. I don't want to say your real name. Dude, if you can make that for me, that would be amazing. Man, I don't even care what Morgan says. I wear it all the time. Or you should wear it, man. That would be sweet. I heard what you do for a Klondike bar. Call me. I'm sure they just zoomed in on it because of how cool that shirt is. But I was saying most books are like rounded. I don't know if you can tell on here. It's just like rounded. And then you have like square bound books, which you can see it has like a thicker spine. Usually like this one's 64 pages. This one's probably only 32. And so they have to do it that way to make sure it stays bound. Or paint the wall red and put the white Marvel logo on the wall. But then what about my love for DC, man? I mean, I gotta have love for both. Maybe do like slice it in half and do red on one side, blue on the other. Have Marvel and DC. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. This book, I mean, if you've like gone through like long boxes or like dollar bins, I bet you came across this comic and didn't even realize what it was. I mean, they printed a bunch of them, but it's hard to find people who actually realize what this is worth. This is actually the second appearance of DC's Flash. So when you think of the Flash, you know, he's obviously DC. There were several times in the 80s and even in the 90s where DC and Marvel kind of crossed paths and did different books together. This is the second time that the Flash ever crossed over into Marvel Comics. And so he's in here. Quasar, if you don't know who that is, he is a superhero with super speed, kind of like Marvel's equivalent to Flash, if you will. And so in this book, it's actually a really cool book. This is Quasar 58. The Flash, Quasar, Roadrunner, Speedy Gonzalez, they all get together in this book and race. It's a pretty cool book. I mean, and to be honest with you, I had no idea about this book until I got it in a mystery box and looked it up. I would have never known, because like Quasar isn't on a ton of people's radar, but the fact that all that's in here, I'm like, that's my jam. That's pretty cool. Star Wars Age of Rebellion, issue number 1. First appearance of Akko. This is the 1 in 10 retail movie picture variant with a young Harrison Ford on the cover. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. All right, you guys want to see some older stuff? You guys want? I'll do some older stuff now. We were talking a lot about Marvel superheroes here a little bit ago. This one's pretty cool. All the way from 1966. It's a square-bound book as well. This is the number 1 issue of Marvel Superheroes, which Marvel Superheroes really was just a reprint of a lot of like classic stories. Like in this one, it's a reprint of Daredevil issue number 1, Avengers issue number 2, and let's see, the Torch and Namor's first appearance together. Pretty cool. I picked this up super cheap as well. I think like $7 or something like that. Not in the best shape. It would, if I graded it, it would come back restored because someone put tape on the inside and tried to color touch and that kind of stuff. But it's still a pretty cool book to have in Mylar because it presents really well. Fantastic Four, issue number 47. Don't let this price tag fool you. I didn't pay $15 for it. Do I look like a guy who pays retail? Heck no. I think I paid like probably $13 for it. I don't know. I don't even remember what I paid for it. But I picked this up because in Fantastic Four, like 46 is a key. 48 is probably one of the biggest Fantastic Four keys. That's the first appearance of Silver Surfer, first appearance of Galactus, and 49 is a key. 50 is a key with that brown cover with Silver Surfer on the front. But I was like, what about that one in the middle? The only one in that whole run that isn't a key. Let me pick that up because it's actually one I can afford. Batman be like, oh, I'm scary, Joker, fear my deep voice. Hey. Pretty much. But just goes to show that money can buy power, right? It's pretty cool. So before Thor got his own series, and you may know this, I might sound like a broken record here. Before Thor got his own series, he started in Journey into Mystery. And so let's talk about that first. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm teaching a course on comics, which I'm sure you're cool with if you're here watching because, I mean, we're talking comic books. A lot of the times, retailers would be nervous to start a number 1 issue because they wouldn't hold the weight of a series that had, 100 plus issues, like Journey into Mystery. Thor's first appearance was in Journey into Mystery issue number 83. They didn't want to just start Thor on his own series because a lot of people wouldn't pick it up because they would look at that and be like, oh, this doesn't have the notoriety of Detective Comics or Action Comics that's been around for 20, 30 years. So they would start out characters in other titles that have had that sort of track record. And then Thor is an example of that because this is Journey into Mystery issue number 124. I think 136, he gets his first solo. And same with Spider-Man. Spider-Man started in Amazing Fantasy issue number 15. They started him in Amazing Fantasy to see how well he did, and if he trended well, then he would get his own solo book. So this is actually, you wouldn't call this Thor 124. You would call this Journey into Mystery issue number 124 because it's Journey into Mystery with the Mighty Thor comic. So this is great. Awesome. Dude, I am so glad to help. I can talk comics all day long, so anytime you want to. I already know, fast forward button. Harry Potter, man. I'm sorry, man. What's up, Ball Sky? How you doing? This is the start of the Lazarus Project, Wolverine issue 27. Pretty cool. Jim Lee, that blue Jim Lee hair that he did with Wolverine was awesome. It's a newsstand as well, which is pretty cool. This was a cool book they did. In what year was this? Did I write down the year on it? This was a one-shot in 2002 that Batman came out with. It was Batman the 10-Cent Adventure. Greg Rucka art by Rick Burchett and Klaus Janson, covers by Dave Johnson. This was really cool because in 2002 they released it for the original price of a Batman book at 10 cents. So you could go to any shop or wherever they sell comics, you can pick this up for 10 cents. It was kind of like a promotion. Kind of like how they do free comic book day every year, except that was 10 cents. Which, yeah, in case you didn't know, I know Harry Potter knows, but if you're watching this on replay or you didn't know, every year they do free comic book day, typically in May. And they think they do one in October as well, where you can just go and retailers will buy these comic books for super cheap from Diamond and different distributors and give them away for free. It's really a cool thing. Me gonna start a band called Burning Hotels at Guitar Player One. Burning hotels. Why is that? You just like to go in and destroy hotels? I mean, there's nothing more rock than that, you know. This is the Punisher 2099. The reason I put this one up here is because it's the start of the Punishment Hotel series, which is really good. Cover by Tom Morgan, Jimmy Palmiotti, I think, and the scripts by Pat Mills and Tony Skinner. So, love Punisher stuff. Another lesson here. They did a lot of reprints in these Marvel Super Actions. This is a classic cover with Captain America, but this is Marvel Super Action issue number 11, which is just a reprint of that Captain America book. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It sounds like actually a good name for the band. Yeah, Burning Hotels. Dude, can I play the drums? I can do a paradiddle. You know, right, left, right, left, right, left. So I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I can do paradiddles. Continuing on, Marvel Superheroes issue number 71. It's a reprint of Hulk 117. Still just a really cool cover with the humanoid on there. And you want to know something funny? I wasn't sure I had this book, and I bought it again today. So I'm going to have 2 copies of this. It's a Marvel Superheroes issue number 38, Hulk and Submariner. Bronze Age, 20-cent book. It's pretty cool. Love it. Happy to add it to the collection. This book, Invaders, what's cool about this book is it's the Whitman variant. It's the first full appearance of Brian Fallsworth as Union Jack. Really cool book. And dude, I love foil covers. So Sleepwalker issue number 25, high grade, pretty cool. Let's see. Talked about that. I think I talked about Fool Killer. This book, I always show off when I go live. Daredevil 4, just good stuff. Hulk 182. I had a 181 at a 0.5 that I sold off. I got a whole run of Secret Wars here, which is pretty sweet. Ooh, here's a cool book. John Romita Sr. First Kill Raven cover. It's pretty cool. I just grabbed this small box because I've been trying to fill it up with just different things. Ooh, here's one that's going off to CGC here soon. I cannot find a single tick on this book, and I think it's a really strong 9/8 contender. Spawn issue 300. Kingpin, you big Kingpin fan? Spider-Man 50. That book is skyrocketing right now. It's crazy. The Marriage of Aquaman and Mara. This is a cool book there. Ooh, first appearance of Bishop. Where'd it go? I got like 10 copies of this, so if you're interested, let me know. It's crazy. Yep. I think I'll call that good. I'll go over the slabs here in a second. But yeah, I come on here every week and I'll talk comics, talk different pickups, and just different things that happen throughout the week in comics. I have a comic book podcast, in case you're wondering. It's called Daily Dose of Comics. We've been podcasting since 2015. You can check the link for that. I have a link tree in the description, and there's like 203, 204 episodes up. So feel free to go on there, listen. I'd appreciate it. Me and buddies, and oftentimes myself, we'll get together and talk comics. And account called the Nerd Podcast. There you go. Dude, Harry Potter, you should create that podcast. I've created Rebel Comics Alliance and Daily Dose of Comics. I think I'm good creating podcasts. Like I've filled that void in my life. But if you have any questions about starting a podcast, I would be happy to help you. It's now, when I started in 2015, I feel like it was a lot more difficult than it is now in 2021 to start a podcast. So that's pretty cool. Here's starting out, first CGC book I picked up this week, East of West, issue number 2, in a 9.8 white pages, graded. I picked this up because it was $15. I thought, why not? Jonathan Hickman. I like Jonathan Hickman. I honestly don't really care for East of West all that much, but when you see a graded book for $15, it's hard to not buy because it costs $22 to grade the sucker anyway. So you might as well just take it and if use it as trade bait or sell it or something. The Nerd Zone. Ooh, I like that. This is a cool book I picked up this week. This is the Immortal Hulk issue number 41, graded at a 9.0. It's a variant to the Immortal Hulk issue 41, but you have Hulk and Thing battling there on the cover, which I'm pumped about. And what's cool about this book is that there's an app called Shortbox, which they only sell CGC books, and they sent me a coupon because I'd bought from there in the past for $20 off my next purchase. They had this for sale for $20, so all I paid was shipping and got the book for free. I'm telling you, deals are out there. It's awesome. But not to be beaten by that deal. I won this book in an auction. I paid $0.00 for it. It was one of those things where like every $20 you spent, you got an entry on a wheel and they spin it, and they spun my name. Is it possible to get 10 grade? Yes, it is. Gem Mint 10s are next to impossible to get, but there are few out there. And anything Gem Mint 10, it could be the most worthless comic book out there. Like the comic book itself is only worth the paper it's printed on. But if it grades a Gem Mint 10, will go for buku money because they are so rare. And 9.9s are really rare as well. But if it's like near perfect, near mint, 9 times out of 10, it'll get the 9.8. The coolest book that I ever got graded was a Superman 28. It's a yellow cover on the cover of it. And if you go to our link tree, I think I have a picture of it on Instagram. It has Atlas holding up the world and Hercules standing next to him. And that got graded an 8.0. I got it cleaned and pressed and that kind of stuff to help improve the grade. But for a 1944, I think it was the only 8.0 on the census at the time. And I sold that for good money because grade is everything on these books. It is possible to get a 10, but rarely does that ever happen. Like it has to be like crazy good because they're pretty particular when they grade these bad boys. But this one I got for free, Venom 161. This is a variant for the Holy Grail comics. There's a Spider-Woman and Looter appearance, and it's graded 9.8. They spun the wheel and it landed on my name, so they sent me this bad boy for free. So I was pumped. It's pretty cool. Do anyone in the chat remember the movie Mars Attacks? I'm just curious. I don't know. I might be showing my age here a little bit. Any Mars Attacks friends or fans? So, I remember watching Mars Attacks as a kid, which it's like a cult classic now. And like, oh, I love that movie as a kid. The what of the what? The Mars Attacks. I picked this one up. I think it was like $25. It's Mars Attacks with Red Sonja, issue number 5. And I bought this because like I'm a sucker for like Universal Monsters, 1940s, 1950 era movie posters, stuff like that. This is the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman movie poster coverage homage variant, if that makes sense. It's graded 9.8, and it's pretty cool. I'm pumped to add this into the collection, not because of her tig old bitties, but because Mars Attacks. Hey babe, what's up? That's what she said. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this comic book. Graded at a 9.8 with perfect time. I know the door opens right when I say tickle bitty. Yeah. Pumped to have this. Harry Potter says I'm cheating on you with the comic book. You've seen this. But yeah, if you've seen the movie poster for Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, there it is right there. Yeah, it's cool. And Mars Attacks, like you can see the little aliens down there at the bottom running away. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And effing guy, look at that. It's pretty cool right there. Do you see it right in there? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And then I guess this will probably be the last book I pick up, or excuse me, at least show. Ooh, she's mad. She's like, nah, she ain't mad. She knew I bought it. I think she was. You were sitting next to me when I got this in auction, right? I think you were. And I was like, look at this. I got to get it. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I don't remember.
She don't remember. So I guess that'll be for sale. Last book I picked up here. I got this. So Torpedo Comics, I typically don't buy their mystery boxes, but they had a $75, like you get 3 comics and then 1 graded CGC book, and I was like, okay, I'll purchase one just to see what comes about it. Yeah, you like that? We're fancy. And I was pumped because if you've listened to Daily Dose of Comics in the past, you know that for like the first 100 episodes, the intro was, I'm Rob Liefeld, creator of Deadpool, Cable, Domino, X-Force.
Oh.
And you're listening to Daily Dose of Comics, the best comic book podcast. Rob Liefeld gave us early, like right when we started, a decent promotion on the podcast, and kind of came behind us. So I was pumped to pull this one out of that mystery. This is Marvel Comics 1000, Torpedo Comics variant, signed by Rob Liefeld, graded at a 9.8. Rob Liefeld's the kind of guy you either love him or hate him. I happen to love him. I think what they did in the 90s when they started Image and left, big names, I'm all about it. Like, don't be censoring people who want to do comics, So that was pretty cool. Got the Liefeld. And that's what he says. He says this is, this podcast has the Liefeld stamp of approval. And so this was signed by Rob Liefeld on 8/28 of 2019, and I pulled that bad boy. This one will stay in the collection for quite some time. So when we talk GBs. Right on. Awesome. Well, hey, welcome in, Octane. We're about ready to end here. I just want to thank you guys so much for hopping on. Harry Potter, thanks for the follow. If you guys want to click the link tree, the link to the podcast, YouTube, everything is on there. If you like comics and pop culture, I just have to show their sign. All that. If you want to connect with us more and be more involved with the podcast, we do giveaways all the time and stuff like that. That'd be great. I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch and giving me the gift of your attention. You guys are awesome. We'll see you next week. We'll be talking more. I got like 4 or 5 comic books on the way, so we'll have to do more of this next week. But until then, thank you so much. Have a great week and enjoy your comics. Bye.